My name's Robert Marr. I'm from the Law Office of Robert J. Marr. I want to talk to you a little bit about the pitfalls of do-it-yourself wills. Well, Facebook knows everything. We know about us. We know that. But I know they know I'm a lawyer constantly researching estates law and probate and things of that nature because I oftentimes get ads for do-it-yourself wills, do your will online, these kinds of programs. And while the digital world makes it easy for us to create documents and create things that we want, there are always some downsides or pitfalls that go along with them. I just wanted to spend a few minutes today talking about some of the pitfalls that there are in doing a do-it-yourself will. First, you don't get the presumption, at least in New York State, that the will was done properly. An attorney created or prepared will in New York State gets the benefit of the doubt, so to speak, when courts look at it. In other words, if a lawyer does your will, it's assumed by New York State law that the will was done correctly, and it's the job or the duty of the person challenging it to show that it wasn't done properly or correctly. Second, oftentimes the rules that are required to make a will valid aren't often included in the digital plans or the create your own will plans, so that if you're doing a will, you may not follow all the steps that are required to make a will valid in New York State, and it might lead to your will being considered not valid. Third, sometimes people forget important clauses in wills that lead to person's assets being distributed in a manner that they may not have wanted. One brief example is that if you fail to include something called a residuary clause, assets that were named in your will be distributed pursuant to the laws of your state, not the way that you wanted. So if you leave out certain clauses, it creates very certain problems. And when you have these problems, people are left very unhappy, and it can lead to litigation about the estate. You know, it can lead to expense and upset and stress for the people who survive you. While digital wills or do-it-yourself wills have some value, there are some issues that go along with them where you might be better off spending some additional money for the peace of mind of knowing that a lawyer has done your will and that done properly under the state's law.